challenge today. He understands that the quarterback of his defense, his safety, could be having an up-and-down game here today. He's playing against his former team, transferred out, and that never causes great feelings. But he is confident that he is able to lock in and do the job that he was sent here for today. Back to you.
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And this place was going bananas. It was going nuts. The atmosphere was incredible. But how about the visitors setting the tone? The opening kickoff return, taking it back to the house. And now, guys, it's gotten really, really quiet.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jayhawks offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Running inside. It's Edwards. Finding some room. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason pick. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Turning it on. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Finding open areas. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job there. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Sends it back in motion. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock is down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Harris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A give to Brown. And he's knocked down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making the play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll give it to Brown. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Hand off for Brown. Makes a man miss. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown ASU. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The AT unit on the field. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The run inside. It's Edwards. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz. That's caught. It's Harris. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it, it's Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You've got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Rush is on him. And they got him.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They go right back to him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Took it all the way back to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Sun Devils peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Slings it downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Under fire. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. Buys a little time with his feet. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away.
Number 34 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Receiver, marked down. at the 44. And first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Brown. There's some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's McMillan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pickett. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And then I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The option look. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He's loose at the 15. It's a running room. They get him out of bounds at the 45, and that is the way to jumpstart a drive.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the second level, and you know he is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot where you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. A give to Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll give it to Brown. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Send the tight end in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Here's Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's McMillan. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to...
Maybe a crease. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if
he's loose. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to Green. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Sun Devils take the lead right back. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. To throw, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Pickett. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to free.
Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And the Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On the move, he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it way down the field. He's got it up for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now we get a timeout call by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. The Jayhawks are threatening on 1st and goal. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. In the red area, it's Edwards. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
And how about the onside kick team coming through for your ball club? Down 3, you got to get the football late in this ball game. They get the ball now with a chance to maybe tie it or go win this thing. Great execution.
It's complete. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Edwards. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. This time he wants to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get into 3rd and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
Here's a heat. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it on the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And he got it! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the catch. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.